same time, it's like, yeah, like we all have our interpretations, but there's only going to be one. At the end of the day, it's going to be only one real way. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's maybe I shouldn't say that, but not one real way. But there's going to be one thing that actually does happen. You know what I mean? So it's not really about the interpretation, more so the message. You know what I mean? Like, did you get the message type of thing? Did you receive it? Did you understand it? Did you try to do what you can do to live the best as you can? You know what I mean? Religion is a tough, is a sticky subject, man. Sticky
Facts.
subject, man. You know, and
Facts.
people gonna take it how they take it. You know, and you really can't, especially our people. You know, hard headed. You know what I mean? Stubborn. Don't want to listen to nobody. Don't trust nobody. You know, was he a brother?
Yeah, he's a brother. He's a brother.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, man. So and he probably honestly thought he probably wanted you to sit there and teach him something, man, because he probably was feeling what you're
Yeah.
saying. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
that could have been that too.
Could have been that too, man. Yeah, people in the comment section saying, well, if he came already, then are we in hell? Basically, he's like,
Yeah.
yo, if you saying that this already happened, Christ returned or whatever and all that, that means that we're in hell because
Hmm.
no,
Or we're the ones left behind after rapture.
yeah, yeah. If that's another thing. That's another argument that was coming up. People,
Rapture.
some people was bringing in, some people was bringing rapture in because some people still
Yeah.
believe that.
Yep.
Then other people were like there is no rapture, basically,
Yep. Oh, I love those type of debates, man. I love those, man.
facts. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I had a scripture for Keith too, man. I was hoping Keith came on here
Oh, man.
because no, it wasn't. It was just the because him saying he wanted to be vulnerable
Yeah.
a lot, and what I was saying was based in scripture.
Yeah.
Here's a scripture right here. It's basically Proverbs 31:3.
Okay.
Give not thy strength unto
Mhm.
woman, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth king.
There you
So
go.
basically, you know, him wanting to be vulnerable is him giving his strength away. And perfect example of that is Samson.
It's a
You know what
perfect
I'm saying?
example. Yep.
Samson became vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, with that whore or whatever she was or whatever.
Yeah,
Told
yeah.
he told her his weakness. She
Hmm.
used that against him, take him down. So like that was the only thing I was gonna that was one of the scriptures I was gonna get a Keith, whatever, to try to
Does Keith rock with the Bible though?
I don't think he really does, but that's
Okay.
even if you don't, man, there's gems in there that you could take, man. You could take
Yeah, exactly.
gems, man, and apply them, like because
Exactly.
we don't know. I mean, I'm not to say not to go against the Bible, but we don't know if that's an actual I believe some of the stuff in the Bible may not even be.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, it could just be a story or examples and stuff like that that he put in there. It may
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Samson may not have been a real person, but it could have just
Yeah.
been a story that they wrote in there and some gems in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And a lot of people believe that the Bible's been tainted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
So,
I mean, it definitely it has. I mean,
yeah.
that's what I question.
Yeah, definitely.
We all know
Definitely.
it's been tainted, man. Like words been changed, books
Of
been taken
course.
out. You know?
I mean, hopefully he would have got that and appreciated that, but
Yeah,
I mean, it's definitely spot on.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Saying that's
Because
spot on, man. Like,
even today, you go to Miami, you know what I mean? You sit there and you go to the club, see a bad joint, take it back to the crib, let your guard down for a quick second. Now you got eight niggas in your room. You know what I
exactly,
mean? So
exactly.
that's how dudes get lined up all the time. Samson was the first to get lined up. I mean, he
Facts.
probably wasn't the first, but first recorded at least. You know what I mean?
First example that we had in history. He got locked. They was trying to get him for the longest, man,
That's what I'm saying.
and they
That's
they
what I'm
knew how to
saying.
get him. He was like, let's send a tick at him. And he was in there all night. It said he was in there all night with us, right? That's
All
what you said.
night.
Say all
In there
night.
all night. Lay that pipe.
Playing that pipe
Dang, son.
at that moment of clarity.
That moment of clarity when he woke up, yeah, he's like, dang,
Yo,
dang.
you know what I was thinking over the weekend, man?
What happened?
I thought this. I was thinking this. This is not facts. It's just my opinion, or
Okay.
to me, I think that moment of clarity.
Okay, here we
I
go.
think I think I think a piece. I think a piece of your soul. I think after you. My theory is this. piece of your soul leaves your body from your. That's what
Okay.
leaves you when you after you nut, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it feels. That's what that moment of clarity feels like. It feels like,
Yeah.
and then like sometimes in relationships when you deal with a girl, when you deal with a woman, and y'all break up, you kind of feel like you lost a piece of yourself.
Lost a piece of
You know what I'm saying?
yourself. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know that theory that they say she sucked the soul out of you or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like yo, your seed is like I don't know, man. Like there's a piece. I feel like there's a piece of your soul in your seed, man.
I mean,
It's
that makes a lot of sense, yo. It's a lot of sense.
man, because when it says like y'all two become one flesh,
I'm on flush.
like a piece of you goes into her, man. Like that's why a lot of times women take on
Personality, your traits.
you take on your traits and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's a piece of your soul
Hmm.
going into her, man. You know what I mean? Like that's just my theory. That's not facts. That's not scientifically proved or nothing. But that's just my
Yeah.
belief, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So, do you think a soul is life? Do you think a soul is a living thing? I, that's kind of a dumb question.
Oh no, that's not a dumb question. That's not a dumb question. Um, I think it is, and
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, the soul is a living thing. It's not. I
Okay.
just think it's not a tangible. It's not really
Yeah.
necessarily a tangible thing.
Nothing you can really touch and feel. Did somebody just try
Yeah,
to come in here?
might try to come in. I shouldn't.
uh, no, I don't think so. I thought I heard like a little sound, a Skype sound. No, I think it is too. I think it's definitely a living thing, and so is like the juices that seep out from the man. Yeah, I mean those are life juices
That's
of
life.
life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that is a soul because if you think about it,
yep.
it brings forth life.
It brings
Like
forth
yo,
life.
you know what I'm saying? It goes into the egg and it becomes
Yep.
a child. That's a soul, bro.
That's the
So
soul.
like yo, like your soul is literally leaving your body. Like a piece of your
Yeah,
soul is leaving your body when you nut, man. Even if you jerk off, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? You
exactly.
can still get a moment of clarity if you jerked off or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you're a nigga like me, you might be at work or something like that. You're like, "Ah, damn, I shouldn't do
Yo, oh,
that."
crazy, man. That's
Yo, but that's facts though. Like it's definitely a piece of you leaving your body, man. And that's why the government now is trying to sterilize a certain man on this earth. You know what I mean? They put all these things in the food, put all these things in the different types of things we drink, and all these vaccinations and stuff like that. It's sterilization, man. You know what I mean?
sterilization.
They don't want that. They don't want that promised seed out here. They want to stifle that. You know what I mean?
Facts, man. And they know. Oh, damn, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to go. I know. We doing conspiracy, and but I don't want to make a statement. I was gonna make a wild statement, man.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. We'll keep that for next time. Keep that for
Yeah,
next time.
keep that out. I don't want to go too wild.
Let's get off of that before we do something. Before we go back to being on the corner again.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Yeah, we definitely not doing that.
Nah.
I should touch on Janae. Janae sent me something on
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay.
I think she wanted me to touch on it, man.
Let's get it.
So they did a study. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we all heard this, something similar to this. They did like a study on like rats and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Rats, and they took one group of rats and they put them in like a spacious environment.
Hmm.
They were able to eat well, and they had space. They could move around and do certain things.
Yep.
They took another group of rats and put them in like a tight space, and
Okay.
they fed them poorly. So
Okay.
they
Wait a
basically
minute. Wait a minute. So was second rats, were they black? Was the black rats?
we get there. We gonna get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
So the rats that had the spacious environment and ate well, they put them through in a maze, and the rats were able to maneuver through the maze quickly.
Yep.
Rats that were in the poor conditions and tight space and ate poorly couldn't get through stage one of the maze. They couldn't even. I mean, it was stuck at stage one. So I guess they ended up flipping them, and they took Well, nah, they also studied the conditions of the rat. They noticed that the rats in the more thriving well,
Colony.
yeah, they like I said, they were able to go through the maze and all that. But they noticed also with the ones that were in the tight condition, the poor condition,
Yeah.
the mothers, the mothers would be they would neglect their children,
Okay.
and they'd be more worried about how they look. They would like be grooming themselves while the kids just run around and just do whatever.
Getting new wigs and shit. Yeah.
They noticed that the fathers were like doing like homo like type of stuff to like the younger mainly the younger male rats. They were doing like, you know what I'm saying, they were going after the male rats and like the younger ones and like basically sodomizing them.
Yep.
And then also you had girl on girl rats and stuff like that. So eventually, okay, they flipped the rats. They put the ones that were in the poor condition, they put them in the better condition, and they put the ones in the better condition in the poor condition.
Yep.
And the ones that were in the poor condition and that were now in the better condition, they put them through the maze. They were able to go through the maze quickly. And the other ones that were able to go through the maze quickly before, they were stuck at stage one. They were also stuck at stage one. They're basically saying that, this was a representation of like, the more privileged society, and then, the less privileged society, aka black people and stuff like that. It is, this, basically,
Correlation there.
yeah, there's a correlation there to our condition.
I mean, that's spot on.
Spot on, right?
That's spot on, man. I can't say nothing against that, yo. I mean, if you think about it, you know what I mean? Like having more freedom to move around, having access to better foods, obviously that stimulates your brain a little bit more. If you have a little more space, you know what I mean? You know how to navigate. Animals have better senses than us. You know what I mean? So if they can get a sense of a bigger environment, obviously they can smell, that corner, this corner, this corner, that corner. They'll have a wider area of where they know how to go and where to get from. You know what I mean? If you only get them in tight quarters, you just put them in the ghetto, put them in the hood, and all you know is the hood. How you gonna get out of there?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So that's foul, man.